Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHOUTcraft. I bring you the Daily Motion Cup semi-finals for 5,000 euros between Empire Cass in the green trunks. He is playing Terran here on the Tal'Darim altar. Oh yes, versus his opponent, the one and only mighty Morrow from Team Mouse Sports. He is in the red trunks and he is playing Zerg to the southwest. A couple of people say last time, oh, why didn't you show the last battle? I don't know, I think you could have seen the last battle. You know what it looked like? It looked like red swallowing green on the minimap. I had to show one of the two, but there you go. Oh my. Now, that actually might be worth putting picture-in-picture on. I think I'm going to do that in the VOD. So, any of you watching this on YouTube, I'm going to put a picture-in-picture for that one, because it was, no doubt, a thing of beauty to behold. Whatever the case, Cass actually stood no chance there under any circumstance, and Morrow had already destroyed his economy completely. Right. Well, Cass, what are you planning on doing after that one? Morrow showing his trademark crisis management skills, doing extremely well. It was excellent, honestly, it really, really was. Morrow coming back from what appeared to be an untenable position, but waiting for just the right moment to pounce, and exploiting Cass's... Cass was actually overly aggressive there, to the point where I think Cass thought he actually had it, and he just kept piling on the pressure. But what ended up happening, in fact, was that he had this beachhead on the gold minerals, which would have been the third expansion, well, the third base, second expansion for Morrow, but he wasn't able to deal with those Zerglings that just got past there. Got a big Baneling Morphin, and that really was it for the Terran player. Shows how knife edge Cass was actually playing right there. Was very, very risky. He was relying entirely on the fact that he could try and keep Morrow defensive. And yes, Morrow is a very defensive player. He's a very macro style of player. But still, you don't want to give him an opening. Not on a map like that. Nice open plane. He was able to get through there without a problem. Now, once again, any of you experiencing lag on the live stream, this is all VODed, so you will be able to see this later. Now, Cass has been showing a really strong, and I do mean really strong, showing up to this point. Yes, has been showing his showing. Why not? He is a showman. He shows his shows. Yo, dog, I heard you like shows. Morrow, what are you doing? Ah, look at that. Slides his way past there. Nicely done. It's like, he's just going to dance for us. Sounds fine. Sounds entirely reasonable as far as I'm concerned. What you up to, Morrow? What you looking for? And he's not getting out of there, I'm afraid. He does spot the factory, which is... That's the opening that we saw before from Cass, and he tends to go for this early Hellion with the reactor, so he'll either start piling on early Marines for a bunker contain, or he'll swap around and go for the Hellions, depending on the situation that he's in. Now, Morrow is generally very passive in the early game. He's a very macro-orientated player. He likes his economy to be good. Yes, he likes a lot of money. He loves gold. He absolutely adores it. Worker supply count in favor of Morrow, as you would expect at this point. But then again, that is a queen. Going to keep popping out those drones, and he's going to need to defend against those Hellions. This is a swap around this time, as you can see. Two Hellions coming out of that factory with the reactor on, and now going directly into a starport from there. Could transition very easily with the second refinery into Banshees. Could be looking for drops. A lot of possibilities here for the Terran player. Single spine crawler coming up, which of course will not be enough to cover both of these bases. So really, Morrow needs to scout that again. He needs to be aware of what's coming in. Does he have any map control? He actually does not. Empire Cass with full map control right now, holding onto that Zelnaga tower. So bare minimum warning of these Hellions. This could be nasty. Now, Morrow will see them coming around the ridge. It's actually kind of a shame that Cass decided not to just swing around slightly. Will those queens be able to block it off? This is the vital thing. Two queens, not enough to block off that at all. There is, of course, no wall off there. He is a Zerg player. Morrow a little bit suspicious. He's moving forward right now. Will Cass actually notice this? Looks like he won't. That deployment should come out in time without too much of a problem. The queens will be able to drive them away. Looks like he's actually going to do nothing else with that. Or is he? He's got two more. It's still a bit dicey, isn't it? Now, the thing is, Morrow's got more Zerglings out right now, so I don't know if Cass can actually get in here. He's looking for an opening. He's not really finding one. It's going to be hard to get around there without being directly surrounded by that. And he has no Infernal Pre-Igniter. It's going to take him a little bit longer to bring down those Zerglings. I believe that would be 3 shots as opposed to 2, if my mathematics are correct. Nope, that's actually not correct at all. Yeah, no, it is correct. Never mind. Like, oh, it's 8. No, it's not. That's against non-light units, you fool. Bit of scouting action going on right there, and of course, he's well aware of what his opponent's got. He's holding it down, and he does have the lair coming in now. In the meantime, what is Cass transitioning into? It's what we thought. He's going to transition into Banshee, and then he's going to start rolling out the siege tanks. Now, of course, lack of anti-air defense is going to be problematic right there. Looks for the surround, and what a surround it is. Morrow cleans it up, no problem at all. Oh my god, he even set the tree on fire in the process. Conservationists will not be happy. That I can guarantee. And now, Morrow taking map control just as he wants. And that lair remains, I believe, unscouted. In fact, Castle's actually been denied an awful lot of information. He knows basically nothing. He's going to find out fairly soon once he starts rolling this one out. Looking for the transfer right there down to his expansion. The economic situation, as you can see, in favor of Morrow. No economic damage was done. And that's really what Cass was relying on. Doing heavy damage to his opponent early on in the game. And look at the change. Look at what's happened now that Morrow has actually been able to grow. 44 drones to 29 SCVs. Single Banshee coming in right now. A couple of Queens should be able to deal with it. Is there a cloak? There is a cloak available. Now, Morrow's actually going to lose a lot here unless he does something about it. He doesn't have a Spore Crawler. He's got 2 coming up, but they are out of position right now. That could be sniped off. This could be dicey. What's Cass going to do? It looks like his decision is to continue to focus on the drones. I don't blame him because he's already taken 11. Looking for 12. Morrow is not pulling off this line at all. That, I have to say, is a little bit of an error. And he is able to take the Banshee out with an Overseer, but still, he just lost 11 drones. That's a huge number. It's down to 40 to 32. He still got the lead, but he definitely didn't want that. He had that fully saturated. He was getting a good lead on his opponent. Looking to expand once again to his 3rd. Oh, wow. Here comes the Spire. The Spire actually remains unscouted. This is useful. Bear in mind that while Cass has been able to do damage... Oh, he's going to get the scouting information right here, however. Or is he? Actually, he might not. No, the Spire is off in the corner. A sensible position right here. A little bit of damage being done to Cass, and he's driven away once again. Overseer on the field as well. This is going to be a little bit dicey. And with the amount of damage that's been done to that Banshee, there's no way it's going to be able to survive, even against 1 Queen. That Spire remains unscouted. This is great play right here by Morrow. Good base design. Definitely thinking about what's going to happen. Where is my opponent going to scout from? What's going to be happening? Where are his Banshees going to come in from? Deny that scouting information. Ensure that once those Mutalisks actually come up, it's going to be a bit of a shock. And right now it actually is. He's got a couple of missile turrets coming up. He's got to assume it at this point in time. He did not scout it, as you can see right there. But he must be aware. This is a possibility. He's been around for far too long. He knows his opponent's got a lair. So, of course, get a few missile turrets down. But it's not going to be enough missile turrets if Morrow is able to get a large unit of Mutalisks out. It's not what you want at all. In the meantime, Cass rolling forward once again, transitioning into what he's comfortable with, which are those Marines and the tanks. The stim still not complete. This stim, really late stim by Cass is actually very curious, and it makes perfect sense as to why he does it. He needs the gas for that early Banshee harassment when he goes in from the Hellions, but still, he does get upgrades really late for his infantry, and that actually could be crucial, because with those Mutas on the field and no stim yet, and no +1, this is going to end up being a bit dicey. Right now, as you can see, Cass is getting completely outflanked. Morrow's speed is looking good. He sees his opponent coming in. He immediately wheels around, throws a single one in there, snipes that one off. He doesn't really have enough Mutas to deal with this, but if he's able to get those Mutas in with the Zerglings, he'll be okay. Little bit of an indecisive engagement right here. Cass is still able to hold it. No problems at all. But in the meantime, Morrow is doing very, very well on the unit count. Banelings on the way for him, as well as the speed upgrade. Nothing as of yet, but still, Cass now forced backwards. Doesn't want to go anywhere near his opponent for the moment. And look at the creep spread. Very, very good indeed. A lot of mobility across his side of the map. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near that. And in the meantime, Morrow pops out yet another unit of Mutas. He's got 12 right now. How much defense is there? Maybe not enough, but he does have the stim right here. +1 just completed as well. In come the Zerglings, however. Unsieged tanks. That's messy. Morrow gutting his way through right there. Can he take all of those? Banelings! He didn't see him! Oh, he's able to just dodge out of the way, but he took a lot of damage in the process. Morrow backing away, taking minimal damage to his Mutas. He loses a few, but not a huge amount. And now the army supply count is equal. Empire Cass now forced all the way back to his base. Why, Cassie? Why did you do that? He was getting a little bit confident. Cassie is a very aggressive player. I called him Cassie. He's going to kill me after this. Cassie, good lord. Cass is an incredibly aggressive player. Unfortunately, Morrow is turning the tables on him right here in the mid-game. I don't really blame him. Sounds like a good plan. Cass is looking a little bit less comfortable right now. Once again, rolling in. Does he have enough Mutas to actually deal with that force of Marines? Not really. Not by the looks of it. Still looking a bit dicey. Changelings? Okay. Changelings across the field. Bit of free scouting information there. Morrow cleaning up just those outliers in terms of the Marine count. The thing is, he's got shield up right now as well. He's going to need more banelings. He does have them. He's sitting on 15. Right now, he's trying to lure Cast into the trap. What the Christ? Morrow, 5 changelings on the field right here. Oh my. Cast is mobile once again. He doesn't want that immobility to be exploited again, and I don't blame him. Upgrades coming in right here for Cast. He's got another expansion on the way. Bear in mind, Morrow's got this one. He's starting to saturate it quite nicely. Oh dear. Cast could get outflanked here. The superior movement speed of Morrow's forces, the mobility is going to help. Oh, he's going to lose a tank, or is he? Here's the stim, and the counter-attack and the charge into the side right here. That's probably not what Morrow's actually looking for, but he does have the banelings coming in for the side right now. It's a swarm. It's a cleanup. Nothing left of Cast's forces after that one, and he's going to lose the medivacs as well by the looks of it. Cast is in a lot of trouble right now. Here comes the second wave. Does Morrow have enough banelings? Looking for the deployment, and definitely avoids the possibility of being shelled to oblivion. 56 army supply for Cast, now for 71 for Morrow. Morrow really starting to take control of this series once again. Economically, he's in a really good place. That expansion's only just got down for Cast, and pretty much almost saturated right here for Morrow as well. So that's looking really good for him. A lot of money coming in. Army supply count looking very, very solid. A lot of mobility in his favor. Once again, flanking around the side. Looks for a possible attack. Cast is really, really scared right now, and don't blame him. There's the deployment, and once again, perfect timing. Morrow cleans it up again. All the way through there. Oh, wow. That is nasty. That is absolutely brutal. No micro, I'm afraid. For you, it's not going to happen. Cast just got gutted. Another nasty, nasty engagement there for him. Morrow, timing is perfect. He gets in there every single time. He's able to get in there before the siege tank deployment. The siege tanks don't do anything. Nothing at all. And here he goes. He's going to clean out our base. Nothing will stop that, I'm afraid. So many Zerglings. Planetary Fortress is coming up. It's just completed right now. The Zerglings will take damage. However, all the anti-air defense has been gutted, so this expansion is basically doomed. Marines charging in. Will they be enough? I certainly don't think so. That's a +1 flock of 22 muters. Now into the main base and picking off add-ons aplenty. Few Marines holding the line right now, but of course Morrow using that opportunity to expand once again. Cast not going into anything at all. I don't blame him right now. I really, really don't. It's so dicey. He is really on the defensive, which is where he's not comfortable. Not at all. Here comes Morrow's force again. 23 muters on the field for him. He can clean up an awful lot of things, and he's forcing a large amount of Marines. I have to wonder if he's then going to go for banelings. It looks like he is, because he's going for level 2 melee attack, as well as flyer attack as well. So I would think more banelings on the field after he's forced his opponent to build way more Marines than he actually wants to. And once again, the economic advantage lies in favor of Morrow. You can see the income right here, which is mostly driven by mules, but it's 4 bases, complete, unmolested, and undefended. He doesn't need to defend them. He's got this massively mobile force of muters. Anything that moves out will get gutted. And now supply count being taken down. Couple of supply, it was 3 in fact, total by the looks of it. Can he take the barracks? He looks for it. It's on fire. He doesn't want to go anywhere near that. I don't blame him. He's still not a great amount of upgrades coming in right here. Here comes the Thors. He thinks he can clean this up. It looks like he might be able to do just that, and he does it very nicely. Takes bare minimum losses in the process. In the meantime, Morrow is actually getting his creep spread all the way across the map here. Army supply count, 81 to 71. Worker supply looking very, very nice for Morrow as well. Cast is recovering slowly. However, the upgrade count is not looking good. Infestation pit coming down. Very sensible idea considering the Marine heavy force. I'm actually kind of surprised to not see more banelings, but Infestors probably makes more sense right now, especially with the tanks on the field. Flanking around once again. He's going to lose a lot of units if he charges in right here. Planetary Fortress already has an awful lot of kills to its name, and is looking to get way, way more. Into the middle line he goes. Can he gut it? He's taking some damage, but the anti-air defense is now eliminated. In the meantime, Cast is rolling across the field. A large force of Marines. Doesn't have a level 2 weapon yet. Doesn't really matter all that much, however. He's going to force Morrow to back off. 30 muters now on the field for Morrow. What else is coming? More banelings. Doesn't have the Infestors out yet. I believe he has the infestation pit, but he's not building, and Cast trying to deal with some of this creep spread. That force of Marines is going to be an absolute anathema for this flock of Mutalisks, so he doesn't want to go anywhere near that, but he still has that great mobility. He can cut off reinforcements. More Banelings, more Zerglings on the way, and now they have +2, at least they should, in the next few seconds. Here comes the Pathogen Glands upgrade. Infestors will follow. There we go. Level 2 on that. That's a lot of damage. Look at that. 43 damage on the detonation. It's nasty. He looks for the deployment, and this is perhaps not ideal for Morrow. He sees the deployment coming in. He always sends in those scouting zerglings, and it saves him so much. Once again, Morrow, what you looking for? What are you looking for? Looking for an opportunity to strike. He doesn't get it. Hive on the way. Pathogen glands almost complete. Do we have any infestors? We do not. In the meantime, however, here comes with Zerglings and Banelings. It's probably, I don't know, it might be enough to crack that with the +2 upgrade. I don't know, especially not with the repairs. We'll find out, though. In come the Banelings. Looks to actually deal damage to the SCVs right here. Oh, he could have cleaned that, I think, actually, if he'd just gone for that, but he decides to clean that up in the meantime. And here comes the flank. Oh, my God! Wow, the brutality of it all! Cleaned up! That just wasn't even funny! Oh, Jesus. Misclick indeed. GG, ladies and gentlemen. GG. So many Banelings. Oh, the pain. The pain. 2-1 in this best of 5 series, folks. We'll be right back after this.